Hey guys, FireRed here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. Sorry for the long hiatus. If you watched my Kirby video, you know why that happened. And so I'm just going to get right to it and just get some education. I don't know how to catch a Pokemon, and luckily this old guy is going to tell me how. I don't know why there's a random Weedle in the city, but that was very fortuitous. That's a word, right? Fortuitous? And actually, this old guy doesn't really show us how to catch a Pokemon. He shows us how to select a Pokeball in the inventory. He doesn't show us how to weaken the Weedle or anything. We can forgive him. He probably has Alzheimer's. It's the thought that counts. Thank you, guy. Yes, that was very educational, and he's going to give us a television. Is it HD? Flat screen? I don't know. Should probably look at it. No, it's a big box one. It does have a handle though, so it's portable. Good to know. It's a pretty useless item. It just tells you various tutorials about the game. And speaking of early parts of the game, I even hinted at it last part that we were going to get something from our rival's house, and I completely forgot to go back and get it once we gave Oak his parcel. So I will meet you at the rival's house in like 5 seconds. So that was a really awkward sentence. Here we go. Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Geez, that's lazy of him. Here, this will help. Thank you very much, Daisy. Now we have a town map of the entire Kanto region. So now we can't get lost, because this is before GPS. So now that we know how to catch a Pokemon, I'm going to go over exactly which Pokemon you can get and where from this point on. So we've already partially seen the Pokemon here in Route 1. So we've seen Rattata and Pidgey, both of which are Pokemon that I don't particularly care for, but I'll catch them because various locations throughout the game you'll want a large number of Pokemon to get certain items. So I'm going to catch them, but I'm not really going to use them. And just so you know, here on Route 1, you have a 50% chance of finding a Pidgey and a 50% chance of finding a Rattata. So hopefully, as long as my information is correct, which I got from Cerebi, which is pretty trustworthy, all the information that I give you in this Let's Play should be pretty accurate. So I'm going to cut to when I get to the next area. Alright guys, I'm back. I said I'd meet you in the new area, but I just noticed this random Pokeball here. Let's go see if that's what it actually is. There's an annoying tree in the way, but it's not really a problem because you can just sneak around this way and get it. Now for those of you who don't know, Pokeballs aren't always what you get from items. They're just indicating that it's an item there. So we got another free potion. I'm not sure if that's healthy, but we're just going to take it. Don't question it, it's a video game. Now, I do want a new member for our team, and so I will hopefully obtain a new member for our team in this very part. But first, before we can get to where I want a new Pokemon, I'll explain that on Route 2, the Pokemon that you can get are slightly different. Still primarily Pidgeys and Rattatas, 45% each for those, but we've got a 5% chance of both Caterpie and Weedle, which I will show in just a second. Alright, so here's Caterpie. Most of you know what these Pokemon are. They're pretty weak, and they evolve really quickly, which is good, but, I mean, overall, I don't really care for it. So, I did my job. I showed you a Caterpie. I'll show you a Weedle in just a second. Alright, well, that was unfortunate. That's like the 5th time that's happened this Let's Play. I'm not even going to take out my revenge on that Rattata. I'm going to turn, and he's going to be there again, isn't he? Oh, no, it's his friend. Anyways, I'll continue to try and find that Weedle. Actually, guys, I'm going to use my brain and mathematics. The chances of finding a Weedle here are slim to none, so I'm just gonna progress a little bit further where there is a 40% chance of getting a Weedle. But we have arrived at our very first dungeon, if you will, Viridian Forest. Trainer tips: weaken Pokemon before attempting capture. When healthy, they may escape. Very useful tip, actually. I didn't know that when I first played Pokemon, so I couldn't understand why the Pokeballs would randomly fail. So yeah, it just explains what I've already said. So Viridian Forest is kind of huge. There's a bunch of trainers in here, where there's essentially wild battles, but with other trainers' Pokemon. So it's kind of the same, except trainer Pokemon give you a little more experience. So it's useful for level grinding in that sense. But you can't catch other trainers' Pokemon because that would be stealing. So luckily enough, here's the Weedle. First try. But the other Pokemon that you can find here in this forest are Kakuna. This is a 10% chance. And the last remaining 5%, if you're doing your math, is a Metapod. So that will appear on screen in 3, 2, 1. Darn. Okay, so over here in the corner, if I actually get a chance to show it off, I find the most important thing. No crits. No whammies. Alright, good job, Maokai. Alright, so there's only a 5% chance of finding a Pikachu here in the forest. However, this is the only place in the game where they spawn. They are ruthless Pokemon, as you can see. But it will be mine. I guess I shouldn't say it. It is feminine. So she will be mine. Come on. Yeah. Alright. So, what will I nickname this girl? Yes, I'm gonna nickname it. I kinda wanted male so that the name would fit better, but I'm gonna go with the name that I picked out from the beginning. Xerath. As I mentioned before, all of my nicknames will be League references. And so that item here in the corner was a legitimate Pokeball. That's very rare. That will probably never happen again. So I'm going to continue to cut the video until I show off the rest of the Pokemon that are in this location. Alright guys, that only took forever. But Metapod is simply the evolved form of Caterpie, so I would not waste my time catching one of these. I would catch Caterpie and evolve it. It's as simple as that. But before we actually take on this dungeon, I say we not forget our true goal. I mean, sure, catching a lot of Pokemon is great, but you know, you gotta feed them, water them, replace their bathroom. I mean, it's a lot of upkeep. Our real goal is to be the Pokemon Master, so we should probably take a look at the Pokemon League first, which is off to the left. If you don't believe me, check your town map. We come across all the way to Route 22. That implies that we're coming back here later in the game. Spoilers. First off, I'm also going to showcase the Pokemon you can get here. Please be a new one. Alright. 45% chance of obtaining a Mankey. Mankey's a pretty good Pokemon because it's the first fighting type you can get in the game. And fighting is always a strong type. They're good against a lot of different Pokemon. But I think I'm going to pass on keeping them for my team. What do you mean I can't escape? You tell me I can't get away from this tiny little rat? Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, in my statistics classes, 10% is always a good odd, but in reality it's not. Alright, there we go. Spearow. 10% chance of finding these with the 45% for Mankey and 45% for Rattata. Spearow is very similar to Pidgey in the sense that it's a standard flying type. There's nothing really outstanding about it. I do prefer it to the Pidgey line though. It's only a 2-stage evolution, so it's a little bit easier to get to its final form. But yeah, So if I were you, I would go with Spearow over Pidgey, but I still wouldn't really go with either unless you don't have a flying type. So last Pokeball, hopefully I catch it. It won't be a mainstay on the team though. Alright, way to go. Now, I'm going to teleport into the future. Hey guys, I'm back. I said I teleported into the future, and I did not lie. I did a little off-screen training. I got Maokai at level 12, and Xerath isn't quite as close, but I decided to level her up just a little bit, enough to make her useful for this upcoming battle. And how do I know there's an upcoming battle? Well, it's an important part of the game, so obviously, our rival. Hey Yois, you off to the Pokemon League? Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you? The guard won't let you through without them. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Alright, rival battle number 2. Rival Kevin would like to battle. Another reason why I wanted to pick up a Pikachu so early in the game is because flying types are weak to electricity, and our Pikachu, Xerath, has an electric move already at her disposal. So it looks like I'll be able to two-shot this Pidgey. Although that sand attack can be pretty annoying. I always hate moves that lower accuracy in Pokemon games because it just puts too much luck involved, and I hate games that prefer luck over skill. But luckily, speaking of luck, our Static managed to paralyze Pidgey. In case I haven't mentioned, Pokemon have special abilities in addition to like their types and moves and all that. And so Pikachu is a Static, where if the opponent makes a physical move on you, it'll occasionally paralyze them. I think it's 30% chance of inflicting paralysis. So that was pretty tough, but Xerath held her own. Good girl. See, that's another thing I love about Pokemon. You can just attach yourself to these things already. Like, I just level grinded her off screen and I already feel attached to this thing. I'm not sure if that's healthy or not. But Xerath's a little weak. I know Maokai has the type disadvantage, but I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna at least throw some leech seeds down. That way, in case Maokai goes down, the seeds will still be there to help Xerath. Alright, good. Good thing Maokai's got the level advantage, though. I might have overdid Maokai's level just a little bit, but I knew this Charmander would be a problem because it should know Ember at this point. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure Charmander knows a fire move at this point, which is bad news for Maokai. But good news for me in the sense that Kevin hasn't used it yet, so I might not need Xerath to take down this Charmander. Yeah, let's just use a Scratch. Maybe it doesn't know Ember yet. I'll check into that later. But so far so good. Maokai's staying completely healthy. Takes some abuse from that Scratch, but Leech Seed's enough to restore me back to full every time. Oh man, look at that. The Charmander has to be at 1 HP exactly. But we did it. We pulled it out. We didn't lose anyone. Xerath was a little damaged, but overall, I'd say a pretty flawless victory. Aw, you just lucked out. And we got some cash money. I heard the Pokemon League is crawling with tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. And I think we'll take Kevin's advice in the next episode. So thank you all for watching this part of Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. I've been PhazonFlux. I've enjoyed your company, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.